What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? We've got Emmanuel 1231, Ghosty, Gengar, Gym Leader 0, Legendary, Tyler 7, Xbox, Ash, Spatial, Palkia, Lunar, Song, Sheer Cold, Vanillix, Squishy Lad Gaming. How is everyone doing today? You're hunting Jangmo-o just for fun. Well, good luck, Gym Leader 0. Good luck, man. And alright, guys, let's get this underway here. Hopefully we can continue our streak with some shinies and get 2 streams in a row with some successes. We are, what, 50 encounters away now from hitting odds on Charmander, which is just crazy to think we've come this far on this hunt. What's up, Prehistoric Eno? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How have you been? Doing good? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm doing pretty well. I'm feeling much better than yesterday. I am going to have to do something real quick and re-enable this cap card. Yeah, the GameCube capture is being a little weird. It's basically just, it gets delayed, like the input. So yeah, we're good now. We're good now on it. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Still get a little bit of like congestion and stuff in my head left. You can probably hear it a little bit, because for whatever reason, when I get sick like this, like you can't really tell. Like I feel terrible until I stop feeling terrible, and that's the moment that like it sounds like I'm all clogged up. So yeah, I'm almost over that, and then everything will be good, and I'm still super hyped from yesterday. We finally got a shiny for the first time since switching to this dual hunting layout, and we didn't mess it up. That was the amazing part of that. Mike F, how's it going, man? What's going on? Not much. We just got started with the stream. Just got started. Hopefully, like I said, today can be a second lucky day in a row. You soft reset over it again. Spatial Palkia. No, that is awful. I am so sorry to hear that. Esteban Espinoza, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Good luck. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate the good luck wish. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more good luck today. That'd be awesome. Won't be here for long. Got a lot to do tonight. I understand, man. I understand. I saw you said you have some band stuff to do, so I hope that goes well. I hope it's fun. What's up, Casual Brigitte, man? How's it going? How's it going? You're a little late. How are you? You're not too late, man. You're not late. How's it going, Greg? I'm doing well. Like I said, excited for Entei yesterday. Excited to see if we can get Charmander or Lugia today. And I'm on the tail end of like the crud that I had yesterday. So today is overall a good day. What's up, MZ Games? Welcome to the stream. Good job on the shiny. Wish you were there. Hey, hopefully you can be here for one today. Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, Charmander's getting very close. Very, very close. We are we are very close to odds on Charmander here. 81.92. It's crazy to think that Charmander has come this far. You're trying to find a Mewtwo to hunt. Well, good luck and go see Gengar. I hope you find one soon. Mewtwo, I think, was actually the only other legendary aside from Lugia that played nice on stream as far as finding. X-Rider, how's it going, man? How are you doing? Don't understand why Typhlosion named X-Bo has such trouble against Slowbro. I don't know, why would it? Someone please send you some luck on this stupid Kartana. Dude, I hope you're able to find it again soon, man. And I hope like you actually are able to catch it this time. Because, man, soft resetting over it in general is awful, and then soft resetting over it twice is just so unfortunate, man. You'll try to stay for the whole stream? Awesome, glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. I will try to stay as well. Don't think I can really leave. If you had a chance to get it twice, then you don't need the luck. I mean, hey, you already got it twice, but yeah, you need the luck for making sure you don't soft reset over it. I totally understand that. Got a shiny Electrode at the Friend Safarian X. Awesome, Mike. Congrats. How do you find Giratina and Sun and Moon? You want to shiny hunt it? Well, you can't find it in like Sun and Moon. In USEC, like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I think you need Dialga and Palkia to find it in the wormholes, if that's what you meant. Hope Pokemon Go Fest will not turn out to be a huge failure like what happened last year. Yeah, I heard about that. That is super, super unfortunate. Like, for like everything to just be kind of broken. Honestly, though, I was admittedly not a very big fan of how Pokemon Go's handled. I wasn't unexpected. To be completely honest, the way the whole game's been handled, I'm not surprised that like a big event was mishandled as well. What's up, Screaming Rowlet? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Regular Sun and Moon? Yeah, regular Sun and Moon, you can't actually do that. But if it's you-some, you just have to have Dialga and Palkia, the other 2 main Sinnoh legends. Yeah, Ultra Sun, you have to get Dialga and Palkia in your party, and then go through the wormholes, and I don't know which wormhole it's in, but that's how you have to do it. What's up, Hydro Evolutions? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You just found out you have a math test tomorrow. No! No, I hope that goes well, man. I hope that goes well. I finally got my grade back for my, like, final in my statistics class and stuff, and it's what I needed. It's what I needed. That's all that mattered. Yesterday, didn't someone call the shiny? I don't think anyone called it. You're good. That's good to hear, Greg. That's good to hear, man. Giratina in the yellow wormhole. Okay, yeah, so MZ Games, you need a Dialga and a Palkia in your party, and you need to go to the yellow wormhole, if I'm not mistaken. Like, at least I think you need both of them. Thursday as well. No. So many circuitry. Yeah, when you go in those ultra wormholes with them, it definitely makes you wonder why there were only, like, 1 or 2 in the other, like, 2 in Sun and Moon. Yeah, you need Dialga and Palkia in your team. Yeah, and then yellow wormholes. You're hunting Lugia as well, because you completed the Ultra Moon and got the charm on the same day. Nice Screaming Rowlet. I need to get the charm in Ultra Sun, because if we do find Lugia today, it would be amazing, but it means we go back to Raikou without the charm, which ultimately is okay. It just means I'll end up being a bit more, like, sneaky with the way I kind of move my Pokemon around to complete the decks and stuff. I'll basically move everything over through Pokemon Bank to Ultra Moon, or to Ultra Sun, from Sun to complete that deck's to complete, like, 75% of the decks instantly. Move over version exclusives from Ultra Moon. No, excuse me. And then, like, catch the last, like, 50 Pokemon that matter. So, ultimately, it won't be too terrible to complete the decks. It just won't be completed the way I necessarily wanted it to be completed, you know? But, yeah, so we're pretty well off as far as all that stuff goes. For the time being, I'm honestly not expecting Lugia today. Charmander is more of my goal here because, like I've said, we are getting really close to odds. Yeah, congrats on getting the charm yourself, man. Just realized you got Entei yesterday. Yeah, we were able to get Entei at 791 encounters. It was awesome actually being able to catch it. I'm really happy that it was able to happen. Kind of excited for tonight. Awesome, dude. Glad to hear it. Yeah, go for Raikou. Why not go for Suicune or Ultra Moon, then go for Raikou? Because I need to get Raikou in order to go for Suicune. Because, yeah, Suicune's the same situation as Giratina, where you need both of the other ones, both of those version exclusives in your party. So that's why the plan was go for Raikou, Entei, then Suicune. That way, like, we could have both of them there and be all prepped. And then go for Ho-Oh and Lugia. But yeah, Raikou just took a little bit too long. Like, I won't have issues going back to that SR hunt. If we find Lugia, you know, I feel like we can call the rest of the day, like, a risk as far as Raikou goes and be okay with it, you know? So I'm not really that concerned as far as everything there goes. It's just a matter of, like, I'd rather do it with the charm. So hopefully by the time we get, Lugia, we can get that charm. What's up, Cameron O'Neill? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? If I find Lugia today, you'll be happy for you. He'll also be a ton more salty. I understand that. I was always happy for people who got Treecko while I was doing my hunt, but at the same time, mildly salty, especially once I went over odds. You get used to weekend by using your shiny Raikou and Entei from the event. Yeah, see, I don't have any of the event Pokemon, so yeah, I can't go for it that way necessarily. I'm just gonna go for it with the shinies. You know, like, I feel like once we get these two, I'll be okay with kind of going back into a longer hunt that doesn't have the charm for a few days, while I kind of search around to find us a Raikou, or to find us the rest of the stuff for that dex. Let me just check that again. Yeah, we're good. I don't know, I want to be super careful with Charmander, because, like I said, that's kind of become my goal hunt now. We found something on the 3DS side of this. I want to find something on the Game Boy side now. Do you let the chat do some nature guesses when you get the shiny? I mean, sure, you're allowed to guess the nature all you want. I don't really know what we do about it, but, like, people will guess the nature and stuff whenever we catch them. They were doing that with Entei yesterday. Shiny Entei doesn't change too much, but it's still really pretty. It actually does change a good bit of it. Like, not to, like, say you're wrong, but, like, because you're not really wrong. When you look at it, yeah, sure, it just changes, like, it just changes the red around its face to gray. But it actually does change a good bit more. Like, if you look closely, like, when I was making the thumbnail for, like, the sprite I used in the thumbnail for the hunt, I kept looking back at Entei and going, oh yeah, they actually did change that. Like, you know, right here down its neck and its chest, that's darker in the shiny. But, like, it's like cloud mane, whatever that is, that's actually different. Like, that's a little bit, like, browner. Like, it's more of a cream versus a white. All of the, like, silver stuff's kind of a little bit more, like, gray. It's actually, like, it's got a lot of little tiny changes, but yeah, as far as, like, big changes go, it doesn't really have much. What's up, Sydney? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Charmander was the first ever shiny you got. Awesome, dude. Awesome. It's one of the first ones that we started a hunt for on stream, so it'd be awesome. It's the longest running hunt we have now on the stream. Both in terms of number of encounters as well, like, not overall number of encounters, it's second highest as far as that goes, but, like, in terms of hunts still running, it's got the second most encounters, and, like, as far as running hunts, it's got the most encounters, second most overall, and it's, like, the second longest running hunt in terms of just amount of time spent, like, from start to finish at this point, because we started it while we were still doing Treecko, so it was just Treecko and Charmander for a while. And now here we are, still going for Charmander, 24, 25 shinies later. I think I looked at it, and I think Entei was number 25. It's crazy, we found 25 shinies on stream so far in, like, a little less than a year. We're actually coming up. We're in, like, 10 months of streaming at this point, which is kind of cool and kind of crazy. Just help someone move out of their apartment, not super productive on your end, but it got you out of the apartment. Yeah, I totally get that. Especially with hanging around the last, like, few days here. There's not much to do, so yeah, finding something to do is... I totally get that. No matter if it's, like, not doing much, just getting out and moving around. Charmander's gonna be longer than Treecko, and Raikou is going to be the same as Poipole. The thing is, I can see that happening. I can see that happening, and I wouldn't be too upset about it at this point. Granted, as soon as we find the charm for Raikou, I'm hoping it shines soon. Like, I'm hoping it doesn't go very long after we find that charm. But until that point, I can get it going on that long. A shiny you really want is Poplio. No, it doesn't change much, but it looks nice. It does look nice, and it's another one of those ones where it's like, it changes every color, but it only changes it subtly. So yeah, it's kind of got the same thing going as Entei, where it's like, there's one change that you notice, and then the other ones are just kind of like afterthoughts, or like things you'll notice when you put them side by side again. But no, Poplio's a pretty decent shiny. My one problem is actually just the middle of, like, Brionne's. Brionne's shiny just doesn't feel like it fits, to be completely honest. Like, everything else about it's okay. It's just that evolution line as Shinies feels really inconsistent. Not in terms of quality, but in terms of, like, the color scheme, you know? I guess, if that's not, like, weird. Because, like, you know, you look at Lit and Torracat and, like, Incineroar, and they all have the same changes to their colors and stuff, but, like, and Decidueye's whole line's kind of the same way. But Poplio's line just feels a bit different, as far as that goes. Its nature will be grass. Please someone will get that reference. I do not get that reference, sadly. I gotta say. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Vanillix. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I hope all your stuff goes well tonight. Good luck, man. Don't get Charmander while you're gone. No promises. I don't know. Charmander's gotta make the decision on that one. So we'll see, man. We'll see. When you're hunting for the Lake Tree, you got all of them shiny under 1,000 soft resets. That is awesome. That's awesome. Entei is the first one of these legendaries to show up for us in under 1,000. Like, that's just how crazy my luck has been in terms of just not great. So I'm really glad that it shined very quickly for us this time. Kind of tired now. Do you nap now and have a productive evening? I mean, if you can do both, then yeah, go for it. Go for it. Trying to find a Giratina, you got a shiny Medicham. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Shiny Medicham is dope. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. There are definitely some wormhole shinies that I do kind of appreciate. And try to have a productive evening. I mean, yeah, go for it. I don't know, personally I wouldn't nap. But you know that that's because, like, I just don't nap. I can't. If I do, it screws everything up for me, and, like, I am not productive for the rest of that day. Like, for me, napping makes it feel like it's its own separate day. And that just, like, throws everything for a loop at that point. It's from HDV. He got a shiny, and he asked his girlfriend what she thought the nature would be, and she said grass. Ah, okay. Okay. Your shiny Azelf has nearly 5 perfect IVs. Sweet, Ash. That's really cool. I actually can't check the IVs on these in this game yet, because I haven't hatched enough eggs in these. Or haven't even gotten to the dude who will give you that feature yet. Because, like, I haven't done Rainbow Rocket. So, yeah, that's... Like, I haven't been able to check any of that yet. You're super mad at yourself. Dude, you'll be able to reclaim it, man. You'll be able to reclaim it. What are some sick nicknames for the shiny Medicham? I don't know. Maybe chat's got some good ones for Medicham. So if you guys have nicknames, let us know. Either for that Medicham or for Lugia, because we will need some for Lugia when we get it. We don't have anything planned as far as that goes, and Charmander, like we've said, really doesn't have the option for nicknaming at the moment. Because, like, I have to nickname it there, like, it's already passed, and we don't even know if it's shiny or not, so we've been avoiding that. Am I going to do some student method hunts before you get the judge feature? Probably. I don't know. I don't know. I might, like, start a student method hunt, hatch 20 eggs. Or however many eggs is, I think it's 20, right? And then go and get the judge feature, if I'm able to. Because the one thing there is... I don't have the judge feature because I haven't completed Rainbow Rocket, so I can't even get to that point yet. And I haven't completed Rainbow Rocket because I want to save those Ultra Beasts for us to hunt, you know? So, like, that's the only reason there. Grades, I do think, what, I can catch 2, right? Or do I have to catch both of them before I can move on? I'm not sure. Gonna fail it again? Nah, man. Nah, man, you ain't gonna fail it again. What's up, Enris GX? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Rhonda. That actually kind of fits. That kind of fits. I like how Rainbow Rocket only begins when you get there, and they're just like, okay, we're gonna do absolutely nothing until this random kid shows up. Maybe the timing's just perfect. Who knows? Who knows? Description still says Entei for you. It does. Thank you for pointing that out. Ah. Alright. There we go. It should be fixed. It is now fixed. Thank you for pointing that out, Mel. And PokeFan15, how's it going? How are you doing today? Guys, we're getting close to 100 encounters on Lugia. Maybe it can shine before then. What's up, Base Boy? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, man? Gonna watch other people get Shiny Kartana. Boost your morale right there. He named it Clearwater. Okay. Okay. Your moveset for Azelf is Timid Nature, Life Orb, as held item. Moves are Psychic, Dazzling, Gleam, Flamethrower, and Shadow Ball. Cool. Cool. Alright, 30 away. 30 encounters away from full odds on Charmander. Maybe we can get lucky. Maybe it can still happen under odds. I think it was a one-ring wormhole. Nice! Nice. Pretty lucky right there, though. You hear about Pikachu originally intended to have an evolution called Gorochu. I think that got mentioned on stream yesterday. I believe it did. Would be interesting if a Pokemon had a four-long evolution line, I feel. Can't think of any others that have that off the top of my head. If any do at all. Solgaleo has kicked into Maximo Overdrive. Sweet. When we get back to Raikou, once we finish Lugia, there's no reason not to go back to it. Like, there's no other hunt we can do in the meantime. I haven't had a chance to hunt for the stuff for the decks recently, so I feel like if we get Lugia, I'll just use Pokemon Bank and move all my stuff from Sun over to complete the decks and move it back. Because I wanted to complete the Ultra Sun decks, like, on my own, without using any other games. Complete as much of it as I could, aside from, like, version exclusives and stuff. But from the looks of it, it's just going to take way too much time, so I'll just move everything from Sun to... Ultra Sun and back. Complete, like, 3/4 of the decks that way, and then move the rest from Ultra Moon, because I had to get those there to complete it. So yeah, it shouldn't be too terribly long before we get it. It's just a matter of, like, me doing that, and I'll do that as soon as I get a chance. I haven't had a chance recently, because past week has been really hectic for me. You went through the wormhole again after you saw that it was not a legendary, but you remember that you should always check anyways. True. True, yeah. If you're going for those other shinies as well, definitely check. Personally, I just didn't when we were looking for, like, the legendaries, because, I don't know, to me it didn't matter, and I could go back and get those shinies otherwise. So long, King Bowser. What does that mean? Find the Swords of Justice. Good luck. Good luck. Mario 64 reference where when Mario throws Bowser some. Okay. Okay. What's up, Imperial Cap? Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Lugia before Raikou. Yeah, just because, I don't know, I'm going for the ones I still have I have the Shiny Charm for right now. I still need to get that in Ultra Sun, and with this past week being as hectic as it was, I never got a chance to even touch a 3DS between, like, the stream on last Tuesday and yesterday. So, yeah, I'm gonna complete that dex at some point, probably like Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see, though. You're good, thanks. How am I? I'm doing well. Excited we were able to get Entei yesterday. Excited to be back hunting. You know, I was off for like almost a week. And yeah, so just excited to be back hunting. Glad we got Entei. Getting over my little bit of sickness that I have still. I feel fine, but I sound not fine. I know that much. But yeah, so I'm hoping Lugia could shine on encounter 100 here. And Charmander could still shine under odds. We're really, really close on that one. So we'll just see. We'll just have to see how it goes today. Have to go now. Sorry, but good luck. We'll see you later, Squishy Lad. I'm glad you're able to tune into the stream, man. I hope to see you again soon. And what's up, Brandon Espinoza? Welcome to the stream. How am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. You're able to get a shiny adamant throw last Saturday in Fighting Friend Safari at 1,326 encounters of Pokemon X. Nice, Brandon. Congrats on that, man. Congrats. What's up, Sorare? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? 11:28 p.m. in Germany. Can't sleep again? No. No. I hope you're going to sleep soon, though, dude. because it is kind of late, especially if you got stuff going on tomorrow. What's up, Philip Roman? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How goes the Bacon Bird Senior Hunt? Ah, so I guess because it's pink, it's bacon now. What's up, Timmy the Turtle? Welcome to the stream. It's going well. It's going well, man. You know, it's past 100 encounters, but hey, it could show up at any moment. It could show up at any moment, or it could take, you know, a few more thousand. I'm okay with that. We got Entei yesterday, so that's all I'm really concerned about, and I'm happy with that. My focus now is honestly completely on getting Charmander. I would love to finish up that hunt. It would be amazing if we could finish that one today. You know, get 2 hunts in a row. Especially since it's 20-ish encounters away from hitting full odds. Which will be crazy when that happens. You know, 8,192 encounters on Charmander. It's been multiple months, like over half a year since we started this hunt. So I would love to finish it soon, because I definitely didn't intend for it to go on this long. It just happened because of the technical issues with the old capture card and such. So yeah, just gotta get all this stuff going here. Hope we get that Charmander soon. Well, thank you, Sawyer. I hope so as well, seeing as we're at 8172 and 8192 is where we hit odds. So we are now 20 encounters away. I would love to get it today. I would love for it not to pass Treecko. I would love for it not to pass the uncatchable Zigzagoon that we found. Since we can't get shiny Zygarde at this time, Zygarde is your favorite Kalos legendary shiny. Like, because we can't get it, it's your favorite? Interesting. Interesting. You have a feeling Ian is going to have a heart attack once Charmander shows up. Maybe. Honestly, like, it would definitely be really exciting if it showed up today. But, like, part of the reason for so much hype yesterday was it had been a month since we found anything. Like, the last thing we found before Entei was Buneary, and that was in March. The last day of March. But March. So there's definitely a little bit to, there's definitely a little bit to trying to, like, build up to that moment. So if it happens today, it'll be really hype for the fact that it happened the day after, and just because it's a true full odds hunt going on as long as it has. So it'll just be overall super exciting to finally finish this up. And if we were able to get it in a row, that'd be amazing. 20 soft resets. Oh, from officially going over odds for your shiny Charmander hunt. I know. You think it'll be on odds? Okay. We'll see, Timmy. We'll see. I would be super happy if we could get it on odds. Honestly, though, I've kind of accepted it's probably going to go over. Like, that's just kind of what you do once you get this close to odds, I feel. Like, obviously, it could not. It could actually show up right before odds. Who knows? But I'm not expecting it. I'll admit I'm not expecting that. You've seen images of shiny Zygarde, and it's the toothpaste of shiny Pokemon. I've seen images as well of what it looks like shiny. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. I don't know why. It seems like, I don't know, I just kind of got the feeling from the message, like, because I can't get it yet, it's my favorite. Like, just the unobtainability of it made it more interesting, and I would actually understand that, totally. Finally, someone agrees, shiny Zygarde looks like toothpaste. I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Hacked Pokemon X and Y just to get a shiny Zygarde. I mean, if you want it, But yeah, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out at the end of this month-ish. You know, sometime next month. So we're getting close to being able to get it legitimately. It's coming soon. What's up, Glacier7? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? What's up? How's things going? I still can't believe Charmander didn't show up after all this time. Well, thank you, Glacier. I mean, I'm honestly not terribly surprised it's taken this long. Since, you know, it is a full, like a true full odds hunt. So we have 15-ish encounters left before it technically does go over. But yeah, that'll be a time. It'll be a time when it happens for sure. Oh yeah, welcome to the stream, man. I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing, though, man? What's up, TP? Welcome to the stream. Streaming content is getting better and better every month. I'm glad to hear. I work hard and I try to like slowly make things better as I go. You know, see what either like works, what you guys like, what I like, what you guys don't like, what I don't like, stuff like that. And I try. I want to keep improving because if I just like accepted it for what it was at some point, then it wouldn't get any better. So I feel like constantly good to try to work on things and kind of tweak them a little bit as we go. Still searching for your second shiny member of your Soul Silver shiny badge quest. Hopefully something shines soon. I hope so, X-Rider. How about shiny Guzzlord looking like Doritos? I mean, I guess a little bit, like its teeth do, I guess. You're not really jealous and eager for your shiny Kartana. You're gonna roto-catch Beast Ball that you don't care about catch rates. Go for it, man. Go for it. I mean, roto-catch and Beast Ball is definitely gonna be like the best catch rate, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or is Beast Ball like a normal Pokeball for Ultra Beast? Because I know it's like way harder to catch anything else with the. Like it's really hard to catch anything with a Pokeball, with a Beast Ball that isn't an Ultra Beast. Since yesterday you started for the first time to soft reset for shinies, don't know how the heck you got all the patience. Maybe inspiration for your videos. For now, Soul Silver Sudowoodo is the target. Well, good luck, Glacier. Yeah, man, it definitely takes a while to build up that patience. I can agree with you there. I don't know how I finally like hit the point where I could do hunts like these. You know, Charmander going for over 8,000 soft resets at this point. But it just happens over time. Eventually, like honestly, it was the fact that I did a bunch of less daunting hunts beforehand that I'm able to like sit here and do like a hunt like this. But yeah. I totally get that, because I was definitely the kid at one point who did like 10 soft resets. I was like, oh, this is taking too long, and just stopped. And took like a regular Pokemon and moved on. Do you leave your shinies on the editions, or do you transfer them to Ultra Sun? You don't always know if you should do it. Most of my shinies, or all of my shinies right now, are still on the games I caught them in. If I caught them in Sun, they've stayed in Sun. If I've caught them in Ultra Moon, they've stayed in Ultra Moon. If I've caught them in Emerald, they've stayed in Emerald. I haven't transferred any of them yet. I haven't really had a opportunity to, and I'm only gonna do that once I've like completed like that game or my goal for that game. Like with Sun, they're gonna stay there until I get the full like living shiny decks. That's just what's happening with that. Then after that, I don't know, I might make a like living national dex shiny decks and go like all out that way. But until that point, I'm hunting them like this. And I'm gonna leave them in their games. The Emerald ones for the Shiny Badge quest are going to get moved up eventually. The Poochyenas need to get moved up sooner rather than later because of like my attempt with the giveaway and all that. We'll see though. We'll see, but yeah, for now I've left them in the editions they're in. I haven't been in a rush to move them up to the newest game by any means. Hashtag shiny luck. Could use all of it I can get right now, because we're 12 encounters away from Charmander going over odds. Would love for it not to. I'm accepting that it probably is, though. Is Lugia hard to catch in Ultra Moon? I mean, it has a not a great catch rate, just because it's a legendary. But I don't think it's, like, especially hard to catch or anything, if I'm not mistaken. Shiny Crustle, congrats, MZ Games. Congrats, man. My one concern with Charmander is I'm not going to notice it being shiny immediately, because the contrast is a little bit off on that game. Like, it's a little bit more vibrant than it should be. And I haven't actually worked to tweak that yet. I got to over the summer a little bit. I've got a bunch of plans as far as all that kind of stuff goes. But for the time being, I'm not actually 100% sure what, like, the shiny is going to look like on my specific screen, I guess. Because I've seen what it should look like properly, but my screen's colors are a little off. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see it from the perspective of this screen. I am paying close attention to make sure, like, there's a star next to it and stuff and all that. So we'll see. It's the same catch rate as all the legendaries aside from the ones that you're required to catch during the main story. Yeah, because, like, Necrozma in the main story has the catch rate of, like, a Caterpie. It's kind of crazy as far as that goes. What's up, Marth? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're gonna do what you do when you use the harvest so it doesn't struggle. That is a good plan. Good plan. Yeah, like I set that up specifically because I want to make sure I can catch these in Pokeballs, which, as I've kind of pointed out to myself, I think yesterday, I didn't actually go and pick up any more Pokeballs after catching Entei, so I need to after Lugia, because we're definitely starting to run a bit low for my liking with these hunts. Well, one problem is people have pointed out Lugia has skill swap as well, so it's gonna be difficult to actually get Lugia to use harvest properly. There's a chance it could technically run out of skill swap at a point where it would be no good, and I'd have to somehow, I don't know, I don't think there'd be a way to really reclaim it at that point, because I don't think I can get it back off I don't think I can get it back on the Trevenants properly and such. Catch rate of 3 then. I believe that's what Necrozma did have, yeah. Or no, Necrozma had 255, I'm dumb. I was going the other way with it. But yeah, I think it has like a low catch rate of like 3 or so. What's up, Isaiah Henriquez? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Brandon123, welcome as well. How's it going? Well, one time in a fan game of Pokemon Brick Bronze on Roblox, you got a Palkia and a regular Pokeball. Congrats on that, man. You've transferred your step title and wanted to use it online, but you want to claim to have got one in Emerald by soft reset because you just love it. Well, there you go. That's cool, man. I totally understand that too. Like, if you want to be able to be like, haha, I got it in like this really difficult game to get it in, then yeah, by all means, go for it. You're doing good. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. Hoping we can get another shiny today to follow up the Entei we got yesterday. And I'm still just hyped that we got Entei yesterday. You know, we actually like found a shiny on stream for the first time in like a month. It's kind of crazy to think it took a month to do that. But yeah, so for a while, like the only shinies I had gotten in the past like month and a half or so were ones I got off stream. So it's really cool. I'm really happy we're able to start getting some stuff on stream again. I would recommend to have a Smeargle with Skill Swap and Imprison. Would be a good idea. Would be a good idea. I mean, I have the Trevenant with Skill Swap and Harvest. Getting my Smeargle to have Skill Swap would probably help. Would definitely help with that, because then I can basically pull the ability off anything. The one thing there is trying to get Harvest back from essentially like... My hypothetical is it running out of Skill Swap by swapping Harvest onto Decidueye, so that there's not really a way for me to use a Pokemon to get it back off. Like, that's my one problem there. The only thing there, I guess I could like have it also have Bestow and whatnot, so that it can potentially pass that ability back. That's my only other thought there, I guess. Brick Bronze is gone. Yep. Yep, it is now gone. It got taken down. Lugia descending is slightly terrifying. You like it? I mean, hey, no reason not to be terrified of a legendary Pokemon swooping down on you when you're like in the middle of ultra space. would totally be the time to freak out. Be careful with caps, guys. Your guess is that I'll get Shiny Lugia at 200. We'll see, Brandon. We will see. Why don't you just Master Ball Lugia? I will if it comes to that. But I only have the one Master Ball per game, so I'd rather not have to use it on, like, Gen 2. There's so many more legendaries we have to go after for Shinies. I'd rather not have to use my Lepiberry now, or use my Master Ball now. Like, that's my last resort. Something really, really screws up everything, or like I somehow run out of Pokeballs or whatever. But for the time being, I'd rather catch it with a, the Pokeball. So we're trying our best as far as that goes, because it's to complete my collection properly, you know, because everything else, every other Shiny I've caught in a regular Pokeball. Just because that's like a goal that I have, is to catch everything in a regular Pokeball, if I can. So yeah, I just gotta work to do that. You can always do a test capture right now to see what issues it'll cause and prepare for when it's actually shiny. That is true, Cinder. That is true. I'd say if we don't get it by 200, we will do that. So someone remember that at 200 we're going to do a test capture on Lugia to make sure that we can actually catch it if it's shiny. Why did it get taken down? Because it uses Pokemon in its name and it uses actual Pokemon without being associated with actual Pokemon games. Like, it's not something Game Freak or the Pokemon Company owns, so, like, they said, hey, you can't have that, and they took it down. Because it was, like, it's the same thing that happened with Uranium, where, like, it got too popular, so people knew it was a thing, so they took it down. Because, like, Game Freak or Pokemon Company probably sued it for it. What if you're right? I don't know, man. If you're right, like, if you get it dead on right, Brandon, you can name it. If we find it on 200, you can name the shiny Lugia. Use the Master Ball on Mewtwo. I mean, the Master Ball fits for Mewtwo as well as, like, it kind of makes sense there because it does no recover and whatnot. I almost had to on Mewtwo because I screwed that hunt up. Like, I didn't have the Lepiberry, so I actually messed that one up, and I didn't realize I didn't have it until we were hunting Mewtwo. Like, until Mewtwo was shiny on screen. I won't be there to remind you because you have to leave for work, like, right now. Well, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Hopefully someone else in the chat can remember, or I'll remember. You know, I probably should hold myself mildly accountable for my own, like, actions and whatnot. You know, be responsible for remembering stuff for myself. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If you're running low on regular Pokeballs, how many Great Balls do I have? Not a lot, but I don't want to use Great Balls. Great Balls are honestly one of my least favorite Pokemon design or Pokeball designs. I'd rather find like a fitting Pokeball at that point and use that. But until that time comes, I'm still trying to use the like 160 something Pokeballs that I still have. Like, I have a lot. And once we throw Roto Catch on it and knock it down to really low health, we should be good. You know, like, knock on wood, I don't want to mess that up. But alright guys, also, we can talk about Lugia. But Charmander has been getting really, really close to hitting full odds. We got 2 more encounters. We got 8191 and then 8192 to hit odds. It would be crazy if we got it on odds. Did I put Entei in the description? I did not. I put it in the description of the other thing, so I can add it here. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't update the description at all. There we go. Entei is now updated in the description. Alright, there we go. There we go. You cut your shiny Kyurem and a Great Ball and Oras. I mean, yeah, Great Balls, like, they have a better catch rate and stuff. I just don't personally like the design of them. Like, even when I played as a little kid, I basically skipped straight from Pokeballs to Ultra Balls, generally. I just never like the look of Great Balls. Do you need to unlock Giratina or something? You went in 2 of those 100% legendary animals and still no Giratina. It takes a while. It takes a while, especially like you have to have Dialga and Palkia in your party when you do it, and then you just gotta hope that the legendary you find is a Giratina, because we had that a lot with finding Entei, especially. We found so many other Pokemon. We found so many other legendaries instead of Entei, and guys, we are on the on-odds encounter for Charmander. So we're gonna have to see, guys, will it shine for us at odds or will it go over? 8192 indeed, X-Rider. What's up, Fest? Welcome to the stream. Why are messages getting removed? I don't know, they retracted their messages. Those weren't done by mods or anything, those are just retracted. Full odds on Charmander, please. Hey, if it happens now, it is full odds. That would be insane. Yeah, they're taking them back. Like, that's not done by mods or done by YouTube. That's, like, actually just them retracting the message. So, alright. Let's just get this Lugia encounter out of the way and let it go away. And let's look. Let's look. Charmander is not shiny on odds. We've officially gone over odds, guys, on Charmander. So now we just keep going and hope we get it soon. What's up, Charmander Boss 21? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Moment of truth. It was the moment of truth, and unfortunately it passed. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shiny on odds. Also, I added 2 to it somehow. Yeah, so we're still going here for it now. Hopefully it shines sooner rather than later at this point. Because, yeah, we've officially passed odds. Mildly unfortunate, guys, but hey, what are we going to do about it? We just got to keep going. Charmander is going to be 1.5 times over Treecko. That is, I don't want it to go that far. That'd be going into like the 13,000 range, and that's a lot of encounters. I never want one of my hunts to break 5 figures. Granted, if I keep doing a lot of these true full odds hunts, it's kind of bound to happen at some point. Whismer's getting up there. We'll just have to see though. Ever tried Poke Radar Shiny Hunting in Gen 4? You ate it. I've never done it. Mel has. I don't know. She's been on the stream a few times. I don't know if you recognize the name, but yeah, Mel's done a few in Diamonds. They look frustrating. They look very frustrating. I'm interested in doing them because they'd definitely be like very, very satisfying to be successful at. But it's very frustrating that it can just kind of break, which I guess is the randomness of it. What's up, Fred von Richtofen? Sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream. And Squirtle Splash, welcome as well. Good job on getting shiny Entei. Well, thank you, Squirtle Splash. Thank you. I'm really, really hyped you're able to get that. I'm hoping we can somehow manage to continue with the luck today. That'd be amazing. After you get the Swords of Justice and Zekrom, you're going to take a break from shiny hunts until you get the shiny Charmander Ultra Sun. I get that. I get that. If I wasn't streaming, I would probably do the same thing. Like, if I wasn't doing the streams, I'd probably have gone the same route as far as that goes. Favorite Star Wars character? I don't know. I don't know, because I'm like, I enjoy watching Star Wars movies, but I'm not like super into anything there. So it'd probably end up being something super generic like Luke or whatnot, or Han. It's definitely Han. If I had to choose, it's between Han and Chewie. Just like the two, their dynamic is great, especially as far as original characters go. You've gotten a few shiny Pokemon on Chain 40. The Poke Radar method can indeed be frustrating. Yeah, I mean, once you get to 40 though, like you kind of can't break it at that point unless you really screw up. Like the game can't really screw you there. Anything that happens is on you at that point, I believe. That's awesome. It's one of the best methods. Like as far as increasing your odds, yeah, it's definitely way up there as far as like fantastic. Excuse me. Fantastic method as far as odds, but it intentionally is really hard to get to those odds. Like with SOS chaining, it's up to your moveset versus the Pokemon you're fighting's moveset and the items you have. You can pretty much prep for any of those hunts pretty well, but with Poke Radar, it truly is like a matter of luck if you can get to the great odds, which keeps it a bit more in the spirit of OG shiny hunting for sure. You love Star Wars? Star Wars is good. Like I definitely like Star Wars. But I've never, like, played any of the games or read any of the books or, like, seen any of the spin-offs. I've only seen, like, the movies. Like, I've seen all 8 of the main movies and then, like, Rogue One. Like, those are the kind of movies I've seen. That's the amount of Star Wars I've really gotten into. Like, I've never been, like, the person waiting outside for the midnight showing or the midnight release or whatever. It's just not really my thing as far as that goes, but it's still fun to watch and fun to enjoy. The chain can actually break for no reason, believe it or not. I am aware. I'm aware. You can do everything right, and it can still break. It's basically completely RNG at that point. Which is why, like, I totally get, like, it being one of the more, like, approved methods by hardcore shiny hunters who aren't a fan of things like wormhole hunting or SOS method and whatnot. Like, they really, like, that's one of the few methods that really does reward you for, like, persevering more than anything else. You had 25 Alakazams, and you named them the 25 different natures. Interesting. Interesting. Do they all have the 25 different natures? Or are they just named that way? Or do you use them for, like, synchronizing? Because that'd be pretty cool. Like, that is something that if I got into competitive Pokemon would be something I'd be totally down for doing, is just spending a whole bunch of time collecting and setting up the perfect way to get, like, the right nature Pokemon and all that. Like, that's the side of like, competitive stuff I could really get into, is honestly the more tedious stuff. That's the part I'd enjoy the most, because, I don't know why. I feel like part of the reason I don't really get into competitive very well is because there's not, like, an objective best thing. You know, like, for me, like, I need there to be one good thing to do. Like, one absolute best thing. Otherwise, I really struggle to figure out what I want to do with it. Like, for example, like, my mind does not work very well with things like chess. Just because I can't actually really predict how moves are going to work very well and whatnot. But, so I think the same thing kind of applies to competitive Pokemon, but I could totally be down for, like, the most efficient way to get the Pokemon you want. Like, I could totally prep all that and have, like, the perfect save file for getting the Pokemon I want if I knew what I wanted. Like, no matter what I wanted, like, having the perfect, most efficient way to do that and stuff. I could totally do that, because there is kind of, like, an objective. This is what you would do to set that up. But aside from that, yeah, I don't know. Outside of that, I struggle. The chat became, very quiet. It happens from time to time. Yeah, everyone kind of just finishes up what they're talking about, like, at the same moment. It happens pretty often. I can attempt to fill the dead air for a little bit, but then I kind of go quiet too, admittedly. Since you have soft reset your Treecko, you can't do SOS method anymore. It is such another feeling. Oh, like, you just kind of struggle to do SOS. I get that. When I moved from SOSing for all the Kanto legends to Masuda methoding, or not SOSing, soft resetting for the Kanto legends. When I moved to Masuda method for Jangmo-o, I soft reset. Like, I soft reset on one of the eggs, just because that's what I was so used to doing. I lost, like, a good bit of progress because of that, but it happens. It happens. You just have to get used to it again. What's up, Ariane Bulio? Sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for the sub as well. I appreciate that. What's up, Dr. Glowstone? How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I can still feel a little bit of crud that is in my whole face right now. Hopefully it goes away by tomorrow. Like, this is definitely, like I said, the, like, tail end of my sicknesses. Is, like, I feel bad, and then I feel better, and I sound bad. Like, I sound like I'm sick after I stop feeling sick. Which is weird. For a moment the Lugia looked pink, you think you drank too much. I've had that happen, though, where you're expecting it, and when it's still fading in, like, right here, yeah, right there, where it goes from being like a silhouette to being the color, you can kind of think that it's shiny for a second. What's up, Kevin Sang? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? We need to get the shiny Charmander. We really do. We really do. We've passed odds on it. So it would be awesome if we could get it soon. Playing Smash right now, you unlocked all the characters yesterday when you bought it. Nice! I still haven't unlocked all the characters in mine. Exactly. Yeah, no. I did that a lot with Zapdos. Because Zapdos is really just a little bit darker as the shiny, or a little bit more, like, saturated in terms of its color. I did that with Zapdos multiple times. What am I going to do if after I get the shiny Charmander? I am going to throw my copy of Emerald into the GameCube and play that and just random encounter for Ralts for a little bit. Because, I don't know, I need to actually do some stuff there as far as, like, attempting to get something else in the shiny badge quest. I need to do a bit of messing around with my timing for RNG abuse again, but until that point, I need to just random encounter some. How's it going? It's Legend. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Especially your friend Jigglypuff. Awesome. Awesome. I can totally see you want to play Jigglypuff. You're not going to play Leafgreen. I'm not going to like actually do a playthrough of it just because it is in Japanese. We will use Leafgreen again for like game corner hunts and for hunting for the Kanto legendaries again, just this time in Gen 3. But yeah, we'll pretty much do every hunt we can do with scripted Pokemon. But the actual gameplay I'm just going to do by myself because I'm going to actually be reading. I'm going to actually be reading it. Which really wouldn't be very fun for you guys, I don't imagine. What's up, Westox? Welcome to the stream. You're back, still hunting Charmander. Yeah, we just passed odds like 5 or 10 minutes ago, man. How are you doing today? You'll call her Jiggles. Okay, alright. Even more frustrating than soccer setting for static Pokemon like Charmander Lugia is shiny hunt in Safari. Oh yeah, I guess because... Yeah, no, that's rough. I very much agree with that. Think you're gonna sleep now? Maybe even watch one Supernatural episode, but no, you should just sleep. Alright, see you later, Sorare. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Will I hunt Dratini? I will try. I will try to hunt it. I believe I can. I believe I can also hunt Porygon and potentially Abra. I don't know. It depends on what's in the game corner for me to buy. I can hunt those. Be careful using all that caps. I mean, just be careful with it. If it's like, it's generally when the whole message is caps that it becomes more of a problem, or it's a bunch of messages being caps. Not to like try to set a rule for people to try to get around, but like it's more up to the mod's discretion if it's like too much or not. Rats lag. I don't know why, but yeah, the quality just like cut down for me. I have no clue why. I'm gonna see. Okay, yeah, you just gotta turn the quality back up. I don't know what happened there. If anything did happen, it was on YouTube's end, but yeah, my preview definitely struggled for a second there. But I haven't dropped any frames on OBS yet. I think Japan has better prizes. Japan just has the game corner still. Or at least had the game corner for longer still. What's up, George Stewart? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You got a first encounter shiny Riolu. Nice. That is awesome, Kevin. Congrats on that one, man. You're getting a bit tired. It was really hot today. I mean, I am doing well. I'm doing well. We got ourselves a shiny Entei yesterday, and I'm hoping to somehow continue the streak of luck today. Don't like it when YouTube's a little laggy. Agreed. Especially with like live streams, because you can't really get that back. But yeah, so I hope we can get something today, and like I said, when Cinder mentioned it, I'm going to try just... excuse me. I'm going to reset over it, but I'm going to try catching a Lugia at 200, no matter if it's shiny or not, just to see if it actually does cause any problems. It shouldn't, theoretically, like, it should just catch normally, especially with using Roto Catch and like, paralyzing and all that. Like, it should be fine, but just to double check and make sure it goes well. Japan gets everything good while we get shiny Magikarp. What? I mean, we do get, like, the game corner is not the best in Heart Gold Soul Silver for the US copies, for sure. But we kind of just have to accept it. That's ratings of the games and whatnot. Shiny Carp isn't that bad. I honestly really like shiny Magikarp, personally. What was the first shiny you found without being shiny on something? Like, just a random encounter? It was a Kangaskhan. I was just trying to catch a Cubone for my decks, for like my Alola decks, my living decks. And it broke out of the Pokeball, called in for help, and a shiny Kangaskhan dropped down. I was very excited about that, because it meant I didn't have to hunt for Kangaskhan to complete my stuff. That was one of those Pokemon that was kind of worrying me, just because he was going to be a pain in the butt. Yeah, we did find a shiny Kangaskhan, which is awesome. It's not that bad, but they're getting shiny Poipoles and mystery of what? What? Really? I mean, honestly, most of those things that go to Japan, we end up getting a good bit of them. I wouldn't be surprised if we got Poipole. Like, they got Tapu Koko, and then we got, like, they got shiny Tapu Koko months before we did, but we still did get it. I have to assume a lot of that stuff we have to get in some way. I mean, we didn't get it. No, we didn't immediately get it. I would have known about that, but Japan is like your rival in Fire Red, always one step ahead. And they're gonna get stuff first, just because the game is from Japan. Like, it took them pretty much 5 generations. It took until the 6th generation for us to get the games at the same time as them. What's up, Casual Brigade Main? Welcome back to the stream. Still unfair. I mean, there's not much you can do about it, unfortunately. I just hope we get the rest of the top of the shinies eventually. Want that Poipole? I would not mind that Poipole either, to be honest. Hope we can hunt the Tapus in future gens. That would be great. That'd be great. If we could get them in some way, I would be very happy. I feel like I would hunt for them again simply to try to get them in regular Pokeballs because of how much I want to do it that way. I don't think anyone can say Poipole with a straight face. What do you mean? What's up, Golduck321? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? It's such a funny name. It's just pretty funny. It's definitely interesting. Oh wait, it just sounds like a weird way of saying Poipole. What's up, Tony? Welcome to the stream, man. GG on Entei. Well, thanks, dude. Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad we're able to get it because it's been way too. It had been way too long since we got a shiny. You know, at that point, what, months? Over a month. No Poipole. Tony, dude, have you done? How many more encounters have you done, man? I seriously hope you get that soon. And Gold.321, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You're like 13,600, do you think? Tony, I hope you get it soon, man. I really hope you're able to get it soon. Because you've gone on so long for that. Like, it's insane. It's been 6 months since that game came out. How many females am I getting of Charmander? I think the odds are still 1 in 8 for it being female, if I'm not mistaken, in these games. I don't know what the odds actually are. They're definitely rarer than getting males. Like, that's always been the case with starters, but I don't know. Yeah, like, the majority of them are definitely males. I don't know the exact number on female, though. I would assume it's somewhere around 1,000 so far. A little over 1,000. Lugia appears at 604, and Shiny Charmander appears at 27,652. I hope not. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me about that. By the odds, it's easier to get a girlfriend than a Charmander to show up. Like, than for a shiny Charmander? I don't know. Charmander has definitely been very, very slow going for us here. You're ready, got Dialga and Palkia in your party, let's go. Alright, dude. Alright. Good luck, MC Games. I hope you find Giratina super soon to hunt for. What's up, Kachido? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Feeling a bit better than yesterday. Still got a little bit of whatever is in me. Just like the last day of it. But yeah. Doing good. Trying to get these Pokemon. Still running off the hype from yesterday's shiny Entei. I'm hoping we can somehow keep that like hype going today with either a ridiculously early Lugia or a slightly over odds Charmander. Just raging over Japan getting the good stuff. It's all good. It's all good. No, I totally understand that, where it's like, they got the Mew event, we never legitimately got the Mew event, stuff like that. So yeah, there's definitely a lot where like, I want to get like a Japanese Emerald and like an e-reader from Japan and all that, so I can do all of that stuff. But that's like really expensive because they know, because like people who are selling it know that it's rare. So that's one of those, that would be an awesome goal I feel like to have, is to get that whole thing set up. And I said to double check and look at the Game Boy player to see if I could use the e-reader on that, and it does look like I can. We migrate to Japan, get the stuff they get, and come back to our country. Just like take a trip to Japan every time they get stuff. What's your business in Japan? Pokemon. Getting Pokemon that we don't get in America. My friend went to Japan last summer and like he missed overlapping with the Tapu Koko event by like a week. And I was joking with him. I was like, if he had gone over there at the time, it legitimately would have been like, I will pay you to go to a 7-Eleven and pick up that code for me. And a Giratina, nice MZ Games. That's super quick, dude. Congrats. Where'd you get a Game Boy player? You looked up once, and I never sold the DVD. I'm actually just borrowing it from a friend. Like, I never owned a GameCube. But my friend did, and he happened to have the Game Boy player and the disc. Because, yeah, that's the thing, is you can get the player for like 20 to 50 bucks, depending on the condition it's in and how willing you are for it to be a sketchy sale. The disc is like 50 bucks on its own too. Like, you have to buy them separately pretty much. But yeah, so I got the Game Boy player and I got like the disc. I'm just borrowing it from a friend, really. I'm hoping to pick up my own over the summer, so I don't have to keep like mooching off him for it. But yeah, so we got that whole thing going here, and that's how I'm able to use it. My friend actually got it when it was like new. The event spelling? That's okay. That's okay, Doctor. Listen, I'm terrible at spelling as well. You're at 13,551 encounters. Still going for it? Still going for it today, man? Or have you been taking a break? Because I totally get taking a break. $100. Like, to get all of it together, yes. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Your first ever actual hunt for a legendary shiny. Well, awesome MZ Games, dude. Good luck, man. I hope the hunt goes well for you. I hope there doesn't end up being any big issues with it. Start hunting again. Well, good luck, dude. Good luck, Tony. You need to find it soon, and I definitely want to be one of the first to hear when you do find it. Also, as far as like, just because you're the one who was talking about it the most, as far as bots go on Discord, for the Discord, Pokecord would be kind of cool to have, as long as, my one thing with the bots is I'd prefer they just stay in their own channel versus like doing things across all of them. Like, if Pokecord could stay in like a dedicated channel to it, then I'd be down with having that. My one thing is I never really like going on like Discord servers where the bots like start DMing you outside of it. Like, that just gets obnoxious to me, you know? I don't know if that's just me or not. I might be weird. I might be an old and grumpy dude when it comes to Discord stuff like that. Where it's just like, There have been Discords I've joined and immediately gotten like, welcome to this Discord, and I've left. Like, I'm like, nope, not dealing with that. And a lot of really big ones that are like, oh, congratulations, thank you for joining, thank you for making your first post. I'm like, nah, I'm done with this already. Like, those are the kind of bots that, like, I don't really like, but, like, if they could be kept in their own, like, separate, like, channel just to kind of be messed around with the people who want to mess with them, then by all means I'm okay with that. When you hover ground and you're actually going to catch it in a heavy ball, nice! You can make Pokecord only in a specific channel, and all the other bots, you'll make sure they don't DM people. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so I'm definitely cool with Pokecord. I'll have to look into the other ones people were talking about. But I did look up Pokecord, and as long as that's, like, delegated to its own channel, or, like, its own, like, bots are delegated to their own channel or something, I'm down with that. So yeah, I'll look at the other ones people were talking about, and I have my own I've been working on as like a mod bot for a while. Like I actually started that over the summer, and it was in the Discord for like 2 or 3 weeks. And then I came to this apartment, the internet was so bad it kept logging out and not logging back in. So I gotta work on that, and as soon as I'm back home for the summer, I'll get that one back up as well. Could do Pokecord now if you like. Hey, that's cool. If you want to do Pokecord in like its own channel, then go for it. I'm cool with that. What's up, Aki the Fox? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? How are you doing? Alright, guys. We're gonna do 2 more, or we're gonna do like 2 more Lugias. We're gonna do 199, and then 200. If it's shiny or not, we're gonna try to catch it. Not to like keep and call the Lugia hunt done, but I want to make sure I can actually, like, catch Lugia successfully with my strategy. Because it does no skill swap from what we've found out, so I want to make sure that, like, we can catch it without it KOing itself. We're going to reset no matter what at that point. But yeah, so the next Lugia we're catching, no matter what. We'll stop reset if it's not shiny, but we're going to try catching it no matter what. Pokecord only channel, or just bot channel in general. For now, just a Pokecord channel, and if we do start adding a lot of, like, interactive bots, we can, like, make their own channel group. You know, like, there's voice text, we could also make, like, a bot section, so people can collapse that menu and make their own channels inside that. But for now, just a Pokecord only channel is cool. You're okay? How am I? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Hyped, we were able to get Entei yesterday, and I am getting over the last little bit of being, like, having a head cold. Today, so I sound a little bit ill, but I feel pretty okay. And like I said, guys, while that one's not shiny, we are going to just be trying to catch it, for the sake of, alright, there we go, it's skill swapped for us. There we go. That's very helpful. Thank you, Lugia. That takes a turn out of what I'm trying to do. So we're just going to keep soft resetting here. Set a Pokecord right now, and then awesome, man. Awesome. I appreciate that. Why didn't we get a level 100 Smeargle with Imprison and Skill Swap? Because I don't have one right now. Maybe I'll do that in the future, like if this Lugia proves to be really hard for some reason. We'll do that, but yeah, so... Disclaimer, I'm not, like, wasting items here. I am going to just reset and get them back. Yeah, I guess I could theoretically make it where it really can't do anything to me. Yeah, Lugia's attack rose, defense rose. A bunch of stuff just rose for it. Pokemon, swap with Butterfree. Switch. There we go. Ah! That's not good. That's not helpful. I have a feeling I know how it's going to do this. Like, it's going to swap every time we switch in a Pokemon. If I'm not mistaken. Or I'm just going to leave in Butterfree until it swaps the skill again. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave in Butterfree until it tries swapping skills again, and until then I'm just going to chuck Pokeballs. Hopefully it doesn't KO Butterfree instantly. Which it's probably going to do. Honestly, we'll just see if we can catch it. Favorite legendary? Rayquaza, definitely. Like 100% it's gonna be Rayquaza. Extra sensory, Looks like we lost skill swap. Or we lost skill swap. Or we lost Harvest as the ability. It's got one Lepaberry to heal stuff with. So we're just gonna swap into Decidueye and hope we can catch it really quickly. I'm hoping it doesn't go down that way during the hunt, because this is unfortunate, but not much we can do. Not much we can do at the moment. Honestly, I'm just gonna hit it with Leaf Blade and see what happens. Not a great idea, but it's not the shiny, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, it's still not doing too much. Still not doing much. Heal up Butterfree, take break on the game, go back to Raikou. I'm honestly not that concerned. If it KOs us, then it's more of a problem, but I'm honestly not really that concerned. I know I probably should be. But if we can just... If we aren't getting destroyed every Pokemon with it, yeah, I think we'll be okay. We can paralyze it, and we can give it a Lepaberry at least. At the very least, we can give it a Lepaberry. Your favorite legendary is Giratina, so you're happy it's your next hunt? Awesome, dude. Awesome. I'm glad that you can hunt for your favorite legend. I'm excited to hunt for mine. I do have a bunch of revives, so we can technically revive Butterfree. Like, we can technically revive Butterfree. Oh, there we go. Decidueye holding on for us. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry we have to leave you like this. We're just gonna keep you with balls. How do you hunt shiny or roaming legendaries? You think the shiny hunt Raikou and that Entei? Like, to like hunt actual roamings in older games, you have to you have to reset back to where they initially left and started roaming. Every encounter it's the same one, so you have to reset when they start roaming. So it actually takes a long time to hunt for those because of that. Can't wait to get Poipole so you can finally do your next hunt in Dialga. Dude, I hope you get it soon. I hope you get it soon, man. Okay, there goes the Decidueye. But we do have Lunala here, he's next Pokemon. Honestly, this is like my hope. That it just can kind of sit here and tank a lot of stuff. Favorite legendary is Jigglypuff. JK, it's Paul here on the Pearl. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Jigglypuff can be a legendary if you want it to, right? Yeah, so we're just trying to catch this because, for anyone that is confused as to why we're doing this, we're just trying to see if we can catch Lugia without many issues. Since it actually is pretty well set up for being obnoxious. I'm just hoping that this will catch. Nope, that didn't catch. Would be the worst competitively, but who cares? Exactly, exactly. There you go. I'm pretty sure with throwing Lunala out here, it's just gonna be a matter of chucking Pokeballs at it. I was hoping that would catch. There we go, at least use this Lepaberry once, right? You're gonna touch today? Alright, see you later, Dr. Glowstone. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Woke up, god tier. Ah, man, it's done that twice now. Twice. The one thing I can say is at least we were able to get, what am I trying to say? We're able to get pressure out of the mix, which would have been a big pain in the butt. really doesn't want to catch. Alright, I am a little iffy on this one. Honestly, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm honestly okay with kind of how our odds are looking for it today. But yeah, I might look into setting up a team better to prevent it from skill swapping on us so much. Lugia's doing the same thing that once a Regice did to you. Shake 3 times and then break out. It's so annoying when that happens. Very obnoxious when that one happens. But yeah, the abilities are all over the place now. What's up, Cole Symington? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, Lugia's at least paralyzed and not moving. What's up, Mercadin Lodge? Sorry, I know I definitely mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Let's hope this catches so we can move on and hunt for Lugia more. Ah, crud, it's down to needing to skill swap a whole bunch. We'll see. If it does struggle, then I know we should be concerned. I have a feeling that we can kind of get things working properly as long as... I might just switch straight to Lunala. Once I skill swap at Harvest until it gives Lunala Harvest. And then switch out of that from there. Because Lunala is definitely what we're going to be leaving in for most of the time. So I have a feeling if we can set it up where Lunala is the one that holds on to that Harvest ability, it'll eventually skill swap it back and heal itself up on moves. Since Lunala is sitting here tanking enough, I have a feeling that'll be our best bet, is still start with Trevenant, give it the Lepa Berry, give it Harvest, and then immediately swap out to Lunala until it gives Lunala the ability, and then swap in Butterfree. So we can try to set up that way. That way we're giving our tank the ability we want Lunala, or Lugia to keep. Lugia's not shiny. I'm aware. We're trying to make sure we can catch it with our current setup before we move on. So yeah, now we can soft reset. Knowing that we can catch it. I just wanted to make sure and kind of figure out how we were going to tackle Lugia once we got it, because Lugia knows Skill Swap, which throws our whole legendary hunting method into a whole deal of being very confusing. Pokeword should be all set up now. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Definitely going to check that out as soon as I'm done with the stream. Got about 30 minutes before I can look at it. But yeah, so now we're back to just normal hunting, guys. We're back to normal hunting, and also I need to add that encounter that we did. Yeah, so we're going for actual shiny Lugia now. At 200 encounters, I said I was gonna make sure Lugia wasn't gonna throw any wrench in the work or anything. It definitely screws us a little bit having skill swap, but I think my plan with Lunala will get around that. What's up, Christian Thomas? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, man? Long time no see. Tip for dealing with Lugia's skill swap: give it Harvest and a Legendary, then switch in Silvally. So if you have one Lugia, Lunala, Lugia cannot skill swap Silvally's ability, RKS system, will not swap. Interesting. That is another way around it. My plan, though, from like, I don't know, you just missed our attempts. Like, we just messed with its skill swap ability, and we just captured a random one that wasn't shiny, and then reset over it to make sure we were set up for it. My plan is to swap in Lunala. Let Lugia, or basically skill swap Harvest to Lugia, either by Lugia doing it or by Trevenant doing it, one of the two. And then from there we'll swap into Lunala until Lugia gives Lunala Harvest. Then we'll go through the rest of our setup, lowering its HP, paralyzing it, Roto Catch, all that jazz. And then we can head back into Lunala, which has Harvest, and is also what we're going to definitely be using to tank Lugia here. So we'll use Nebby, our Lunala, to basically continuously let it skill swap Harvest back, and then it can use the Lepa Berry from there to recover everything. And I think that should still work. I think it should still work. Probably going to keep track of its moves a little bit. make sure it still knows Skill Swap to some extent. Because as long as it keeps Skill Swap, it should be able to get Harvest back. Another bot you see pop up a lot is Pokebot. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to look that one up as well. Let's try to do Silvally. I actually have one MZ Games. Thanks for the offer though. I do have a Silvally in Sun, but I just have to trade up. I just don't have one on my team. Is all that I really meant by that. Smeargle with Imprison and Skill Swap will be your best friend when hunting Lugia. I know I can do that. You've mentioned it, Ash. Like, honestly though, I feel okay. I feel okay with what we kind of set up there. What we know we can do. If it really stops playing nice, I have a bunch of moves I can kind of use against it. Or I have a bunch of items I can kind of use to bring back whatever our problem is. I think we'll be okay though. I think we'll be okay. I don't want to jinx it. After this stream, I'll see what I can set up. You got a Shiny Hunting Lugia. You got lucky Shiny Hunting Lugia and had a Silvally with you. And when you sent it in Lugia, couldn't Skill Swap. Otherwise, you would have really struggled with that hunt. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Sorry. I don't know. My throat's still really dry. That's like the one thing that's left is my like the back of my nose, like right where it kind of, you know, meets with your mouth and stuff for like breathing and whatnot, you know, important things. Like right back there is still really like congested, and then my throat's getting really dry really quickly. Those are like the two last things I gotta deal with, and like I feel fine. Like it's not painful or uncomfortable. It's just it makes me sound weird. Don't even know how excited you are to get Shiny Giratina. Dude, I totally get it though, man. I totally get it though. So I'm gonna be really excited to hunt for the Weather Trio. Those are gonna be my super hype hunts, and I'm glad that we'll be coming up on them soon. You know, they're Gen 3. So we just got 4 Pokemon between now and Gen 3. And then we'll be all good to hunt those that I am really looking forward to. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to set up some stuff after the stream if need be. If not by tomorrow, I'll probably end up using a bit of Wednesday if I can. Oh, excuse me. Too much water. Too much water. Now I'm burping on stream, being all rude and gross. But yeah, after the stream today or tomorrow, I'll try to take a look at it. Again, last week was super hectic, and this week's gonna be a little bit hectic too, because as of Wednesday, like Tuesday will be the last stream here for the summer. After that, I'm gonna be heading back home, and then yeah, so it'll be streaming from there. So I gotta get my stuff all home and try to get it set back up between Tuesday and Wednesday. And future Pokemon game, they should really have a Primal Dialga become real. Like they should make Primal Dialga and Palkia real. That'd be interesting. I don't know if they do that though, because those were essentially like the megas for Groudon and Kyogre. Granted, they weren't called Mega, and Rayquaza had a Mega, so it's different for sure. But I don't know. I don't know if they'd end up doing that. Just because they've kind of left Megas behind already. You just look at the spikes on the wings when it appears. If they're red, soft reset. Yeah, I mean, you always find like the thing you're looking for. If the whole Pokemon doesn't change colors like uniformly, like with Lugia, it all kind of changes from blue to pink, or like blue to pinkish red, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so you just kind of look at that. If you ever get the ability to trade, you can have your event Snorlax. It's set up to catch legendaries almost perfectly with Holdback, Yawn, Screech, and Odor Sleuth, and he's tanky with leftovers. Nice. Thanks for the offer. I mean, I will technically, like I said, I'm heading back home for the summer as of Wednesday, so I technically will have the ability to trade then, and I do really appreciate the offer with that. If I come across the need to have it, I will definitely take you up on that, man. But as I've said before, I do try to like set up most of the stuff myself, just as like a pride kind of thing. I know that's dumb, but it's what I do. It's what I do, I know. They had made Primal Dialga in Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky, so why not? I mean, I've already made it. Now, why not? Also, guys, at 82:45 for Charmander, I am going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'll be back. Shouldn't be more than like a minute or two. I apologize for that. But it won't be a long break. It'll just be a little bit of one. I really do like the music in the Lugia hunt, though. I gotta agree. I know Vanillix was freaking out and really hyped about it happening yesterday, like once we got Entei, that we'd find Lugia music. Gotta agree, it's pretty good. Alright, so like I said, guys, we're doing one more encounter on Charmander, and then I'm gonna hop off for a second. Don't need to apologize for bathroom break. I try to make it the whole stream, though, so like it's kind of... It's almost more an apology to myself. It's like my goal is to always try to go to streams completely uninterrupted. But yeah, no, it happens from time to time. Didn't count, but how many soft resets? I'm doing them per day. I don't know. I don't actually know how many I get in per day. It probably varies a little bit. I just do 2 hours. I think that's generally what I do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know the exact number of encounters I get done per day. It varies from Pokemon to Pokemon. Alright, here we go. Here we go. The encounter before a quick little break, and then we'll be right back. So it still wasn't shiny. So I'll be back in a minute, guys. Don't go away quite yet. And yeah, like I said, be back in a sec. Sorry about that, guys. We are back, though. We are back for the rest of the stream. Welcome to the stream, OC Squid Girl. Welcome. How are you doing today? Sorry for the little break there, but yeah, I am back now. Can't read Japanese? Well, fortunately, you don't need to be able to read it to see if it's shiny or not. I can, a little bit at least, so it works well enough that we can do these hunts, at the very least. But yeah, we aren't doing a playthrough just because, yeah, a lot of people here can't read it. For that reason specifically. What's up, Pimptone34? Welcome to the stream. You're currently hunting Poipole. How many soft resets did it take me? It took me 6,910. That's crazy over odds, but that's how many it took me. For your Giratina hunt, you give you your Smeargle that has False Swipe, Spore Soak, and Swords Dance. Thanks for the offer, Ash. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. I'll probably set it up myself, just because it'll be a long time before I get to Giratina. So I'll have the time to actually properly set up my Smeargle for it. Like, I just have one that I mess around with the moves on most of the time. Even though I came to the stream because you like some shiny hunts, awesome. Awesome. Glad you like shiny hunts, and I hope you decide to stick around. But yeah, so like the Japanese Leafgreen is just because I have a Japanese copy of the game. I don't know where my English one went. If I knew where that was, we'd be using that instead. But I prefer to hunt on physical cartridges, so I'll use a physical cartridge if it's in a different language, just to not play on an emulator. Be careful with caps. Just as a warning, messages that are in all caps end up getting counted as spam by a lot of things, including like YouTube itself. It ends up flagging a lot of messages like that. Just FYI for people who wonder why messages just end up deleted and stuff. Why not use an emulator? Because it's a lot harder to trade from an emulator to real games than it is to trade from a real game to a real game. I want to play on legitimate hardware as much as I can. Like, I know an emulator is going to have the same odds and everything, most likely. The one thing is, I don't know, I'd be paranoid that for whatever reason, the, like, ROM that I found was, like, hacked in some amount of a way. But, who knows? Who knows? Like, the odds are it's not. But if I can play on physical hardware, it gives me a little bit of peace of mind, I guess, is more so that than anything else. Like, if there was a specific hunt that would have to be done on an emulator, then maybe. For the fun of it, I wouldn't really count it towards anything, but, like, for the fun of it, I don't see why not. But for as many hunts as I can, I'll use, like, legitimate hardware. Excuse me again. I don't know why. I've just been drinking way more water than I probably should. But it's the only way to keep my mouth from getting, like, dry and stuff. What if Lugia can call another shiny? That would be crazy if legendaries could call in other legendaries. SOS hunting for a legendary would be ridiculous. I mean, I would definitely still go for it. It would make it way easier, I feel. I would have a lot more shiny legendaries at this point, but that would be insane if they could actually call for that. Our legendaries came in around the same time. Interesting. Interesting. One thing about, like, Pokemon calling in at the same time and stuff was really fun. Fun was when Mel and I did a Buneary shiny race a while back. Like, in December. While I was still hunting for Poipole on stream. This was off stream that I did this. And, we both hunted for Buneary. She did it in Diamond with Pokeradar, and I was doing it with a non-Shiny Charm SOS and Ultra Sun. And we both had our volume on a little bit, and you could just, it was constant Buneary calls. Like, non-stop. The little noise from Buneary going off. They can call in the randomizer. Yeah, but that's different. That's because, like, Lugia has potentially been, like, given the call rate of a Caterpie or a Grubbin or something, just because suddenly, boom, Lugia is able to, like, it basically gets all the same stuff, or basically receives all of the in-game stats and locations as, like, a Grubbin. So it's essentially a Grubbin calling in for help that just doesn't know it's a Lugia. Watching you hunt this Lugia brings you back to the memories when you played your first Silver game. That's cool. That's cool. I've actually yet to play Johto in any way, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Gen 2. So my first experience with it's probably going to be when I finally get it on Virtual Console sometime over the summer. So that'll be an experience for me. I'm looking forward to it. Because honestly, it is probably one of the general most favorite regions. For reasons other than, like, you know, Kanto obviously has You know, it's Gen 1, it's the first one, kind of nostalgia to it. But I don't know, I think Johto's up there is like, because it got so much effort was put into it the first time around, because it was kind of the last huzzah, when they thought like they were only going to be making those 2 sets of games. So it definitely got a lot of work put into it, and I don't know, I definitely need to play it. Heart Gold Soul Silver, like, revered as some of the best Pokemon games ever. I feel like I've been missing out. 8252, yeah, we are up there. We are up there for Charmander. It's not really that far above odds, though. Like, it's not even 100 over odds, but yeah, it is over odds. I've been very unlucky with soft reset hunts for the most part. Entei is the first one to happen under 1,000, with the Shiny Charm even, in the newer games. So yeah, it's... My luck with soft reset hunts isn't great. SOS hunting's a different story, though, at least. I nicknamed it. I didn't mean to nickname it. Oras and Usum are the best 3D Pokemon games to do soft reset hunts. Yeah, because, I mean, they have the most legendaries in them. That's just been the case with the second set of games in both 6 and 7 gens. Love Heart Gold, Soul Silver, such great games. Played them through plenty of times. I know most people love them, and like, there's definitely a reason why they're the most expensive Pokemon games to buy still. Like, they are worth more than brand new Usum. Especially complete in box. Like, you can't, like, it's hard to buy the cartridge for Heart Gold and Soul Silver for less than $50. So finding it like complete in box, or even just with like the normal DS box, not even counting the cardboard box that it came with Pokewalker and all that stuff, it's kind of crazy how much it's worth. They're worth still. And that's just because there's so much of a demand for them, because they're great games. What does the randomize do? Randomize basically what it would do is it changes what Pokemon gets called at a certain point. So like, you suddenly put Lugia and all of its stats and its name and its nature, or its like, you know, all of its stats and stuff. Basically you can, I assume that like there's 2 parts of the game, the part that you see and the part behind the scenes. The part behind the scenes has like the where it's encountered and where it's like, you know, its call rate and all this stuff. And then the front part is, what Pokemon shows up on screen, what are its stats? And the front part and the back part just get mixed. Like, you suddenly put the back part of, like I said before, Grubbin with Lugia. So, Lugia is suddenly encountered where Grubbin was, and all this stuff. Or it randomizes everything a lot of the times. It depends on what the randomizer does. And you can set that. Like, because that's all, like, custom and, like, you know, hacking and on emulators and stuff, you can do a lot with that, so it really depends on how the creator of that specific version did it. But it essentially mixes up the stats of a lot of stuff together, so eventually you end up with like a Lugia that can call for help. That moment when you lose to Carrier Blue, always unfortunate. I hope that doesn't happen with Charmander, just because that'd be really sad to take our first shiny Charmander and just accidentally lose with it. How many legends are there? I don't actually know off the top of my head the number of legends. It's pretty high, I would assume. I don't actually know off the top of my head, unfortunately. What's up, Karim Clark? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? Can you find Pokemon White and Black randomized ROM? I know that there's places out there where I don't know about finding the randomized ROM, because the thing there is, then you know what the randomization is. Like, a lot of the fun with randomizers is the fact that, like, your copy is essentially completely different from anyone else's. Like, you're not going to be playing with the same starters or whatever, and that's not, like, a fact of, like, every time you start the save, the ROM's randomized. The way I found it, and I randomized a ROM one time just to try it out, the way it worked was you took a normal ROM of the game, and you had a separate randomizer piece of software that took the ROM and randomized it right now. And I think that worked for everything from Gen 1 to Gen 5. I believe so. 37 legendary Pokemon in the wormhole. Nice. That means there are 37 for us to hunt, and we have found 5 of them. So we got a ways to go. Ways to go still. We don't even have like a 7th of them yet. Oh, can we like, is that your first? Is that your first Pokemon? Yeah, okay. Go catch every Pokemon in the world. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right there. What's up, Kyle Bryant? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? What does it mean when blue smells you later? I don't know. Maybe he's gonna come back and smell you at a different time. I don't know. It generally just means like see you later, but in a more like rude and kind of like way like blue is. You're good? How am I doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well, hoping to find one of these shinies today. It'd be fantastic if we could end this stream with a shiny one day after another. But we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see about that. It'd be pretty awesome if we could somehow do that, pull it off, and get multiple shinies, like, back to back. Need to get a copy of Ultra Sun. I would recommend it, you know, if you want it. There's definitely no rush to get it, I would say. But at the same time, yeah, if you want to hunt for those legends and stuff in these games, they're definitely worth it, but that's really the only thing they're worth it for. Is, you know, doing more shiny hunting and stuff. Because aside from that, they're pretty much the same game. You're at around 1,500 soft resets for Poipole. The grind is real. I mean, the thing is, like, Poipole's honestly just kind of a rough hunt because of the fact that it's a gift Pokemon. Type Null's the same way. Used to smell red later, but you're gonna smell you right now. That'd be an interesting line to hear from Blue. Like, if he said that in Gen 7 when you battled him. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're good there. We're good there. Like, I knew it wasn't shiny, but I just wanted to check. Poipole's your best hunt. You got it 10 times under odds. That is just crazy. I'm so glad you're able to do that, though, Ash. Because I really don't want anyone to have to go out as far as I did, especially that far over odds. Still really cheesed off about Kartana, though. I get that. I get that, though, man. I hope you're able to reclaim it soon, though. You already reclaimed it once, so one more time shouldn't be that hard. I really, really hope you don't soft reset over it again, man. Just make sure to take the time and make sure it's not sparkling, and you'll be good. Just kind of take it slow. Take it slow. I know that you've already soft reset over it before, so you just really want to rush and get back to it and move on and be done. I get that, but yeah, it's just a matter of taking your time at this point. What's up, Adion? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? A bit late. Hey, at least you were able to make it, though. That's what matters. How are you doing, man? Then you got shiny Celesteela. Is the 2 other shiny hunters got a shiny Celesteela? Well, hey, that's cool. That's cool. The timing with the other people. Brock doesn't battle because he can't make eye contact. Like, that's why you have to go up to him and battle him as a gym leader. Science exam on Thursday. I hope it goes well, Adion. Good luck, man. You'll do good. You've been studying for all that stuff for a while, though, right? So you should be good, man. Share each other's luck for Celesteela. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hate science, especially chemistry. I can actually agree with that. Honestly, I'm not the biggest, science student when it comes to, especially, yeah, things like chemistry or biology, especially. They're just not my thing. Be careful with the caps. So boring. I mean, for me, I feel like I didn't have the greatest experience with it when I was in school. Fortunately for me, I didn't end up having to take it in college. What's up, Grimdillis, Polyona? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How are you doing, man? How have you been? Alright, guys, we got, 4-ish minutes or so. I have a feeling... I don't know what encounter number we're actually gonna get to on these. I have a feeling I'd probably say 83-70 on Charmander, and then we'll do our Bulbasaur. I feel like that'll wrap it up pretty well. You good, how am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We got Entei yesterday, which was super, super hype. Got that whole video set and uploaded. Wrapped up my semester last week. I've been recovering from a pretty hectic weekend, and I got a little bit of a head cold, but that's going away. So today's been pretty good, I would say. I'm hoping that somehow, by some miracle, we can get the shiny, one of these shinies in the next, 3 minutes. That would be crazy if we were able to do that. I would be, ecstatic if we could pull off 2 shinies in a row. And I'm really, really hoping it's Charmander. Because Charmander's gone over odds at this point. So I'd love, love, love to be able to catch it soon. I don't want it to pass. I really just don't want it passing Treecko, to be honest. I want Treecko to remain my longest hunt ever. If it could stay that way forever, that'd be great. Because I don't want to hit triple digits. Or not triple, I don't want to hit quintuple digits. Any idea how you can get a shiny Deoxys? Gen 3. And alright guys, this is the last Charmander of the night. Then we'll do our normal Bulbasaur to wrap it up. As well as just some more Lugias. In chemistry, they might as well be speaking German to you. I feel like there's some amount of that I can get. Where it's just, it's difficult, for sure. It's impossible to get a shiny Deoxys? Can't you get it in Emerald, technically? Like Gen 3? You have to... Or am I mistaking of an event that never happened or something? Alright guys, we didn't get Charmander today, but we'll be going for that last Bulbasaur. Yeah, Gemini's Fire and Leafgreen with event item. Yeah, you need Gen 3. That's the last time it hasn't been shiny locked. Is it locked even on those games, though? because shiny locks weren't a thing until, like, weren't explicitly a thing until Gen 5, and were technically a thing in Gen 4, but you could get around them in most cases. Like, you could get around them with, like, Manaphy, which was technically the first shiny lock, but you could trade that before you hatched it, so it could be shiny still. Yeah, non-Leafgreen, Fire Red or Leafgreen. Yeah, that's what I thought, because those games just existed before the shiny lock was a thing. Like, there is, like I said, there is technically one in Gen 4, but, like, the first one that is impossible to avoid is Gen 5. Alright, guys. We're doing our Bulbasaur and our last Lugia. So, as we do this, I just want to wrap up and say thank you to everyone that tuned into the stream. Everyone that liked, everyone that subscribed, and as always, thank you to everyone in the chat for making these streams fun and entertaining for everyone, including myself, and I hit B. But yeah, Manaphy was shiny locked unless traded. Yeah, basically it was locked for the ID that collected the egg, but then you could change the ID by trading it to a different save. So it was like, it was shiny locked, it was an attempt to shiny lock it, but it was hard. Celebi from Japanese bonus disc is shiny locked in Gen 3. Darn. But alright, guys. Bulbasaur wasn't shiny, and neither was Lugia. So again, thank you to everyone that tuned into the stream, and as always, thank you to everyone that liked, subbed, and everyone who tuned in and chatted. And I will be back on again tomorrow, continuing to hunt for Lugia and Charmander. So until next time, guys, take care.